Hey everyone, welcome to the next video on Vue 3 Basics. In this video, let's take a look at watchers. Most of the time, you would want to use computed properties, but there are rare instances when we want to perform a certain action as a reaction to data changes. This is where you would use watchers. Let's get into the code. Before I explain the code, let's see what this does. Right now, I just have a select with options to pick a page. What I would want to do is when I pick one, I want to load the content of that page. It doesn't do that at the moment. Let's fix that. Here, I got two variables. One to store the page selected and one to store the content of the page. That we get asynchronously from some other operation. We don't want to go into that. So in the template, I got the select, and I'm using the Vue model to store the page selected, and here I got a div which displays the page content between it. Now when the page selected data changes, we wanna call some asynchronous function, get the page content and set the page content with the retrieved content. This can be easily achieved by using a watcher. Let's introduce watch option. Now we want to specify which data we want to watch. So we want to watch page selected. This would be a function. This function will get two parameters passed into it. The new value, which is the first parameter, and the old value. I already have a function that simulates an API call. In the end, it will result to this string, and I need to call that function passing the page number, the new page number. So I'm gonna use this function. I'm gonna call it here and pass the new value. See, this is returning a promise, so we need to make this an async function, and we can await for the promise to resolve. And this would give me the page content, and I will set the page content here. Before I call the page content, I want to set the page content to some other text which will show us that the action where we get the page content is in progress. So let's say, please wait while we get page content for page new value. Well, that's it. Let's try this. Let me open developer tools. I'm gonna pick page 2, so it's in progress. Got the page 2 content. Let's try page 4. Nice, it's working as we expected. Hold on for a sec. Let me refresh the page. Now if you see, the page 1 is selected, but we do not have the page content retrieved. Well, that's because watch will only execute when data changes. Since the data hasn't changed, since the page selected didn't change, it's already set to 1 here, so it didn't change, so this watcher will not get executed. We can change this behavior by changing how we define the page selected. So instead of defining it as a function, we need to define it as a property which is assigned an object, and in this object we should use the handle this should be handler, as the IntelliSense indicates us, handler, and then do control space, and then you can see that there's a bunch of options available. We want to use immediate. Set this to true. We need to define the handler as an async function. We got the handler, and then we set the immediate option to true. What this means is that no matter what, when the component is created, this watcher will be executed immediately, and it will also get executed whenever the page selected data changes. Let's save this, head over to the browser, refresh. Now we can see that it gets executed. Alright, so we got the page 1 content. Let's try page 3. Page 3 content. Well, that is it for this video. Until next time, have a good one.